The big house, bathed in maize and blue.
Oh, well, don't get lucky in this game. How about that?
Michigan Wolverines. Coaches like to say, play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Wolverines will.
So how did you get lucky? I mean, you just beat him the second time. That's all. Yeah, but you beat him the second time.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the
But that's what I'm saying. Like it was his decision to either play again or play half the game. He chose to play again the whole game. So that ain't got nothing to do with you. Ain't like you tried to like. I mean, when you playing the game though, bro. I mean, there is definitely luck involved in it. Yeah. But you didn't. And you spiked them though. Like that's what I'm saying. Don't beat me too bad. That's all. We ain't trying to lose. We ain't trying to lose 42-0. We'll lose 7-3. We good with that loss.
College football, for them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better.
Don't beat us too bad. I ain't trying to hear what you talk about either. Talk about luck.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw, it's Westbrook. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Snags it down the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know
Appreciate you, Nick.
to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Off play action on first down. Starts to scramble to the left.
I have no idea what my receiver is. There was supposed to be a receiver over there.
Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10 playoff positioning.
That was just crazy. Wow, leave him out there. You did good, man. Leave him out there. I like the way your defense has played so far. Leave him out there.
Showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Third down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. Looking to throw it again. Gets it out fast. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground.
He didn't fumble anyway.
Well, the field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on third and short in field goal range. They get the completion now, setting up first.
Big dog. Too close. Come.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinal.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst. And he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And he loses
Get the ball!
His own end. Corralled by the kicking team.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Stanford. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Here he comes from inside his own.
That may be a good return. That was my fault.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up.
That was my fault.
He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting.
That
was very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90
definitely didn't kick it where he was supposed to.
Great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Damn. Get the shit out there.
He thought about bringing that out for a half a second, but he'll take a knee and he'll bring it to the 25.
Think about nothing. You just gotta wait for him to kneel. I could just kneel myself. I would have. We weren't thinking about that. Yeah, it'll be all right, man.
Stanford has
come back team.
Cardinal offense returning to the field.
It will be all right.
The last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah.
Nothing but green grass.
Yeah, that's 6, though. You ain't catching it.
Past the 30. 10. And he got away
Appreciate
from
you,
the
Nick.
defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Appreciate you, Nick.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
On the run from inside his own 5.
Not again.
Really disciplined job.
I ran through the right lane that time.
Get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Ran through the right lane that time.
The offense lining up for a first down play. The give to the tailback. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early
Duncan.
season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? We're going to get a lot of answers to that.
We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really...
Can anyone catch him? And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In the running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
To the ground with the
Appreciate you, Skaggs.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Pulls it,
hold it.
fires to the left.
Let's hold it. You can't hold me. Come on.
To the goal line. And he'll take this into the
It's
end zone.
holding.
Hang on just a second.
You can't hold
Flag
me.
down. Let's see what this is about.
Stop cheating.
Now on second down.
Stop
Defense trying
cheating.
to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Quarterback will audible. Dropping back, it's Allen. They're trying to get to it. And the pass
They ain't
is
even let me
incomplete.
relax.
Jarred loose
Let
by
me
the
just
hit.
go ahead and pick that shit.
I
You
think
want the
for quarterback,
football?
He's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away.
Give me that shit.
And it's blocked. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really.
That was horrible,
And the
bro.
pass hits, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You keep calling stuff luck, man. You just made a good play, bro. It's all good.
Three tight ends in the formation on
Made a
first
good
and
play.
10. They go to the ground.
Nah, we right there too.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work...
Well, you know, my defense is stopping you from allowing your players to do their job. Like, you got a job to do
Didn't get
too.
much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
You just made a play. You just caught a pick. What are you talking about?
Back to pass, it's Allen. Trying to get to it. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter.
Georgia Tech is number 1 in the conference. Wow.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He's looking to throw it. He's got his man. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right? About
no, that was top 3.
Teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
They want to just keep throwing it. Gets it out quickly. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big
Oh, that's a big loss.
Down for this offense.
Oh, no.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Trying to barge in. Trying to get in the end zone.
Oh, they just worked. They just worked.
Touchdown, Wolverine.
Hey, that's not how you draw it up. But how about the offense and the awareness? You see the ball out, forget jumping on it. I'm going to pick that puppy up. I'm going to take it to the house. The OC, great call on that, buddy, because it worked to perfection.
We'll take that.
Oh, do you just hate to see it?
Appreciate you.
Blew the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today.
Yeah, I'm about to say, when I'm throwing extra points, bro, I don't even, I just tap the bitch. Like, it ain't no, you don't need all the power.
When I tell you that, on this field and often, this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Cincinnati. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Trying the left side. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Westbrook. Coming after him. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. Made the play on the pit, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm.
We need to get hurt again.
I'd love to see that here in the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Back to throw, it's Allen. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. Comes out throwing on first down. They're setting up the screen. At midfield, he's got room. Afterburner's coming. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs. And that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
Back to the air one more time. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Somebody's been paying attention to some YouTube shit. Mm-hmm.
Second down coming up. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wide out in motion. Looking to throw on second down. This time on target. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5.
Ooh.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and then stop him at the 16.
He deserved the fumble on that tackle?
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Listen, every play can't be a fumble, big dog. Come on now. You want every play to be a fumble? You got 2 picks though. You got 2 picks though. You want picks and fumbles? And sacks?
A negative play to open
And
the
tackles
drive.
for loss?
Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking downfield, it's Westbrook. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And it is a chunk
That was a dart.
A huge gain on that one before the defense brings
That
it
was a
to an
dart.
end.
He tried to bait.
Now from the
It was just
36-yard
phenomenal
line,
throw.
it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Buys a little extra time. And he reels it in inside the 30. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Keeps looking downfield. Makes a connection. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he's going to run it back.
No.
Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Trying to beat him to the edge with the jet sweep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking for a man. It's Allen. He's got the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Takes it from the gun on third down. He's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stanford will boot it away to start the second half. Going for the return.
No, sir.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
Thank you, sir.
Ball in the air, intercepted.
I have no idea who you was looking at.
Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Cardinal. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Tangelo. Appreciate you.
These guys as they push out the lead in week 6. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Power football with the run.
Tackle, boy.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Scanning the field, it's Allen. Fires to the wide.
Thank you, sir.
And the pass is intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
94, you try.
Out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Fires downfield.
And he dropped it.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
This offense has a second down play. These corners going to give them some space. He's looking for a man on second down.
That was cool. I can't stand when a running back reporting the line.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These
Get off the
fans are
line.
going absolutely
Faster,
nuts.
right?
And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Oh, this is.
Hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I seen him too late.
Get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways.
I seen him too late.
Weren't able to get
Throw that motherfucker.
Because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Good, right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think
running toward the tape. And chunk plays on the
They get up. He was supposed. He's the one that's supposed to be over there.
Defense finally
You don't get out of that coverage.
Making great decisions. That's what
don't get out of that
Michigan
coverage.
Quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerback, and the guy can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pick.
I need him to be a little more athletic. That's all.
Thinking about taking off and running with that.
Be a little more athletic.
Pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
The give to the back. Stop just inside the 30 and the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
first down physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an
Throws toward the end zone.
That was an excellent throw.
And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field.
Excellent
Let's
throw.
see what the official says. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Excellent.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Allen. Fires to the big fella. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pick up, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends have so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Back to the ground game.
Yes, sir.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off play action. The throw.
He was not fast enough. Good throw.
6. Touchdown, Wolverine.
Our other linebacker must be hurt.
Well, the offense shows some life here.
So this should be either Skaggs or Tangelo right there.
They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to get back.
That one must be hurt.
Looking to, oh, now the kicker's going to throw it.
No, sir.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 31 after a nice return. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, there's no doubt. This offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on it.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quickly to the tight end. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Blasted as he lets it go. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gets
I want to say that's my fault, Westbrook.
29.
So I'm going to take the blame for it. I'm going to take the blame for it. I'm going to take the blame for that, Westbrook. It's all me.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds a man on the left. Off he goes.
Duncan!
He's at the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different looking team than what we saw earlier.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? You're going to be a great player. You've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move through.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows. He's got 97 yards rushing here in the fourth quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Feeling some heat. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before.
So he was, but he wasn't, because his job was to rush the passer. He wasn't even focused on the ball in the air.
They'll run it on the counter.
Oh, good defense,
He's
91.
dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Defense, 91.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Pocket starts to collapse. Quarterback moving. He's going to take off. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Unloads it left. He makes the catch.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the fourth quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. To the air. It's Westbrook. Getting some heat. Hit as he throws. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. And he's
You do a lot of complaining about what your team don't do, but you don't never say nothing when they actually do stuff. You've been getting pressure the whole game. Talk about when the CPU gonna do something. I think it kind of gets you going to talk and say things like that.
Michigan ready to get that.
Maybe you just like to complain.
They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good.
Thank you, sir.
And it's picked off again. His night
You give it right back to me. How dare you?
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeoff.
I appreciate you. That's the only way to get better.
Touch pass on the jet sweep.
He gone.
Oh,
you going?
Just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a
You're supposed to make him
I
giggle.
love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Marches ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Stanford.
Appreciate you, Nick.
They extend
It ain't over yet.
and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Minnesota is on the ropes, and it's like they're looking at their corner and saying, no mas. The type of performance we're just not used to seeing in Minneapolis.
Oh, wow.
They're trailing by 18 to Cincinnati. We promise to keep you a college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pressure coming.
Time for
Hit
that.
hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
All right, you dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Looking to throw, it's Allen. This time it's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one.
That should be a late hit. They allow people to still push you when you go out of bounds.
Huge lead. They've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
They'll run play action. Dances away. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
After the incompletion, they go back up top.
Thank you, sir.
Let it go. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
He now has 108 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes
He trying, man.
leading the nation in
Get that man a
rushing.
break. He trying.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
That will be the final play as they make the
Good
stop,
game,
and
bro.
the clock has expired here. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games.